welcome to my channel. Welcome to, believe it or not, this is FlossTube. This is my FlossTube. It's been ages. I think it's been 2 months. I think I did one in January. I have been busy. I can't remember some of the knitting stuff that I've shown you, so you may get some repeats. But I have lots of things to show you. I will start with the wool. Get that out of the way and bear with me, because there really isn't an awful lot to show you from woolly kind of things. So, just in case I haven't shown you, this is my West Knits, and I realised when I picked it up that I need to sew in my, no, sorry, I don't need to sew in my ends. They're already woven in. I need to trim them. So this is my West Knits that I did just before Christmas. So I may have shown you this on the last video, so I'm not going to really prolong that one. Isn't it fantastic? I need to get Sophie actually outside on the deck, flashing it around. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, actually before I go any further, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please click subscribe, ring the bell for the notification as to when I upload next, and yes, you'll get all kinds of crazy stuff because I kind of dabble in all sorts. So yes, stick around if you like. Alright, now this is another West Knits. This is the Spiraling Cables Triangle. I have to remember which way the words are around. Stephen West of West Knits had two options in December, I think. And you could do the Spiraling Cables Triangle, or you could do the Spiraling Cables Shawl, which was in the same semicircle shape. I did the triangles because I'd literally just done a semicircle. So this one I went with the grey tones. That multicolour one was like in Stephen West style. I went into my stash and hubby and I picked out some colours, and this one, if you haven't already seen it, this one, the colours were picked with a friend of mine. So this is the spiraling cables. Now the spiraling cables are actually done, it's a bit of a trick, it's not actually done with a cable needle, it's a twist on that, as in you take two, you swap them over on the needles, and then you knit, and you just keep going. But I changed the colours. I changed the colours every 2 sections, and I put in some extras, and then we got to this bit where you've got the crossover, and then you've got this funky picot middle finish, and it actually is a double-sided hem, so you stitch it in. And I made a mistake somewhere around here, and I started stitching and pulling it so it's a bit twisted, so I have to block it still. And I have photos of Sophie on the deck showing that off because I wove in my ends as I was going. So yes, it's finished, and I'm coming into winter and I'll get to use it. Okay, now the other couple of bits that I have to show you are from Knit Crate. I've stopped getting the Darn Good yarn, if you're not already aware. I've stopped getting Darn Good yarn probably 6 months ago, maybe. I just got over the box, the value, and the lack of what was available. Anyway, Knit Crate. This was most recent. This is the February box. This is Vivid Blue. This is Vidalana Ascendance by Knit Crate. Vivid Blue. It's Peruvian Highland wool. It's sport weight, 300 meters or 328 yards, 100 grams as always for these, and it's a 3.5, 6.5 crochet or a 375 6mm knit. It is actually a woven blue, but it's quite chunky, and there's that one. Oops. Actually, I'll put the rest of them. Sorry, I tidy up as I go. It can be a little bit of a pain. And then this one, which was gorgeous. Very, very heavy. I mean, they're 100 grams each, but it's quite a weighty fabric wool. It's Naughty & Wool's flannel slate. This is Suri alpaca and alpaca wool. non-superwash merino wool. It's a double knit weight. It's 211 meters in the 100 grams. It's hand washed, delicate, dry, flat. Isn't it beautiful? I've actually ordered another one of those because I liked it so much. So that is the January box. So I've gone in and I've doubled down. Now, Tammy actually subscribed off my link for Knit Crate, and I actually get a free crate this month in March. So thank you very much for using my link and my referral. And yes, you get a discount and I get free wool, which meant that I doubled down big time. Okay, what else have I got in here? All right, no more wool. Oh, yes, there is. If you have checked out my channel for a little while, you will know that I ordered the Forbidden Fibre Company Harry Potter blimey, it is year 3. Year 3, I missed year 1, got year 2, knitted that scarf all last year. That was my in-car project. And this is this year's project in colour, now that the pattern is out and loose. So this is the colour. It's a weave. It's crochet. I decided to crochet rather than knit because I actually preferred it. And I'm into my third colour. I bought new hooks. I bought a set of boys. I did try, Mrs. Coffee had recommended a set of hooks from Amazon. I found them too long and they poked me in the back of the wrist that little bit too much, and I much prefer the boys. So if you want to check out boy, you can get them by the individual or you can get them in a set. I bought the set. Right. Look at that. These colours are so rich. Now, Trees Addie actually has done hers, and the colours in her scarf are divine. Now, go and check out my Instagram if you want to see photos of the wormtails as they're coming out of the pouches, because the colours are just incredible. The blues and greens are just divine. Haven't got there yet. I think the next one might be a blue-green. But that cherry red, is, you know, look how rich that is. And some of the other colours are just as fantastic. I love the pattern. It has taken me a little bit to get used to the pattern. I have gone a bit funky, but I am getting more consistent. This is my in-car project. So this is what I knit when hubby is driving and everything else. And this is the project bag with all the little wormtails that come in these little hessian bags. So go check out that video or the series of videos. I actually did daily vlogs when I unpacked that. It is the 12 days of Christmas, so the post-Christmas videos. So yeah, that was my kind of advent box. Alright, so that's all the woolly stuff done. On to cross-stitchy goodness. And lukewarm tea. Okay, where to start? I will do my projects last, so let me move them. Oh, I took the pattern out. Okay, what have I bought? Right, I bought lots. And to be honest, I bought stuff and then I packed it away and went, oops, I forgot to show you. Oh well, it's just in my collection. Okay, Silks for You, the 4-season pack. What is wrong with that? You flipped upside down. That's what's wrong with you. There we go. Okay, the 4 seasons pack, and it comes with a pretty little cover minder from Joe. Joe is the Joe, at least, is the Australian side of Silks for You. If you go onto the Silks for You website, you'll either be directed to the US or the Australasian. So go and check them out. I absolutely recommend them. Their silks are just gorgeous. I was first introduced to Silks for You from my Sassy pouch, which you will see in a little bit. And the girls from Sassy Pouch, because they've been around a lot longer cross-stitching in Australia than me, knew that this beautiful creation was here. And yes, I've been getting these 8 to 10 yard teasers before going, I'm getting my own collection, damn it. Alright, And I was really, really spoilt with the Black Needle Society Nice Box. I got a hank, 2 hanks actually. One is over yonder. And if you want to check out that video, that's in the Nice List Advent pack. The hanks came on Christmas Day in the gold treasure box. And I do a summary video, so check that out if you want to as well. Alright, this is the March seasonal pack. And what you got in the seasonal pack is 15 meters of all of this. Okay, so it's a huge amount of silk. All these chunky worms. This is SCM 003. It's a purple. Okay, you've got this gorgeous variegation. It's PR 131, and it's got all the colours of the rainbow. It's got purple, green, teal, pink, cerise. It's just fantastic. Okay, it doesn't have all the colours, it doesn't have orange, but they go together. Seasonal pack, spring, really. SCM 002 is a green, and there is variegation in there. So if you've got a single piece like a long dog sampler, you could use something like that in there, or some of the other monochrome kind of samplers. Sophie, that's too noisy in here. This is SCM 001. It's pink. Sophie,
Pink.
get out.
Why?
Because you're too noisy. I need you to turn it down, please. This is PR 007. Sorry, this is PR 077. My number dyslexia.
My app is quiet now.
Okay.
Mommy.
Green, pink, purple through there. And this last one is PR 105. And it's pinks, teals, sorry, pinks, greens and purples. So they're all different. These are different from each other. So there's a lot more purple in this one than this one, a lot more green. So, and they complement each other. So there is the seasonal pack. All these chunky worms. Aren't they amazing? They come in this beautiful Hessian sack. All of them are, sorry, not Hessian, organza kind of sack. And I will show you what I have been up to later, where I'm going to put them. Okay, now another silks for you, and I'll go through it like this, was this one. This I unpacked literally today. So you got another beautiful organza bag. We have PR 186. It is purple, black, teal and pink. And then PR 044, which is a kind of cherry pink. PR 182. These are 15 meters as well. So these are 15 meters, believe it or not. And these are 15 meters. That can't be right. That doesn't make any sense. How can this be 15 meters and this be 15 meters? They're chalk and cheese. Anyway. And then PR 177. Now, this I think is the March Club. There is another pack that you're going to see in just a second. That is just the Silk Club. Silk of the Month Club. And then there's a number of different clubs you can subscribe to. Okay. Where's my other bag? There was, oh, I thought there was one more. There it is. Okay. And this one is a more autumny collection. 15 meters. Yeah, I still don't believe that those big fat ones are 15 meters. Anyway. PR 036. It's gold. Look at this beautiful burgundy. PR 119. PR 121. A brown. And PR 185. And that's all the autumny colours. Red, green, brown, orange kind of colours. And all together, don't they complement well? You don't need my face there. There you go. Are they gorgeous? They really go well together. And yes, just for temporary purposes, back into the pouch. Alright. That's silks for you. Okay, threads next. Yes, thread clubs. Okay, so thread club next. I can't remember which was which, but Classic Colorworks. Again, all of these are in much greater detail on the individual videos. This is the March Club, Classic Colorworks, and you've got Garden Trellis, Garden Trellis, which is a pale green, kind of grey, Frosty, which is a silver, Frozen Margarita, which is a green, Frosted Sage, which is a green, Frog Legs. These clubs are designed to be alphabetical, and then Fresh Brew. No. Fresh Brew, and I won't bother putting them back into pouches. I'll just do that. Okay, look how bright this pack is. This is Weeks Dyeworks, and we have Eucalyptus, which is a blue and kind of beigey green. Fiesta, which is this beautiful red, orange and yellow. We have Fire, which is a red. And believe it or not, there is variegation in there. Fawn, which is a brown and beige. Again, variegated. And I know I'm flying through these because I've gone through them in much more detail in the other videos. Fathom, and I've got the colours probably much better too. And then Father's Day, which is a variegated denim and denim kind of colours. Alright, now, Gentle Arts. I love Gentle Arts. Wait until you see what I've done up above. It's amazing, and I love it. Okay, Gentle Arts. We have Dark Chocolate. We have Adobe, which is a brown. And there is, look at that variegation down the bottom. We have Copper. And then in the Simply Shaker sampler threads, we've got Caramel Corn. If you want details on how these work, there are two different collections. They have two different kind of purposes, heritage kind of thing. Heirloom Gold. The Simply Shakers are a much more traditional kind of styling. And then Garden Gate is that last one. Alright, now, Avera Soie, Delgere, are into the red. Okay, we have 915, 916, 922, which is peach, 913, which is an orange, and 914, which is an orange. Okay, so that is the March Club. Now, ooh, silks, more silks. This is the February Silk of the Month Club. And this was my first, I think, completely blew me away. I think I actually did this thread video all together with the threads and the silks for you. These are all a theme of greys. Okay, are they gorgeous? Alright, so we've got February. This is number 5. This is 10 meters in the Silk of the Month Club. And 2. I don't know if these replicate. This is 4. And this is 3. And this is number 1. Okay, and it's silver. Sorry, it's flying around there. Again, much more detail in the full video. And as I say, with the Silk of the Month, those colours may not be replicated, whereas the other collections, they are, and you can collect them by number. Alright, now the rest of the February threads, we've got more Dalgere. Well, I collect 4 of these clubs. So, I don't get the Verswell 100.3. 644, which is an orange. 643. And if these ever get out of order, 912, Carolyn will actually go back and fill in the gaps. 911 and the 646. Yeah, I have to go which way? And that's cherry red. Alright, that's those ones. Now, the classic Colorworks February are Fallen Leaves. I've had these before with Black Needle Society. So Fallen Leaves, Fancy Nancy Green, which is a limey green, Finley Gold, which is yellow, Fool's Gold, which is a more brown and grey, and Four Leaf Clover, which is green, and Fleur de Lilac, which is a pale pink, purple, sorry, more purple. Okay. There. Okay, Gentle Arts. Again, look at the colours. So fun. Alright, we have Huckleberry, which is a blue. Hibiscus, which is a pink. Hibiscus flowers are beautiful, but I've had a hibiscus tea and didn't rate it. Highland Heather. Now that's got both the purple and the pink in it. It's gorgeous. And Holly Berry in the not quite holly berry colour. It's a pink more than it's a red. And then two in the sampler threads, Honeydew and Harvest Moon in the gold. Okay. Now then, the last one from my thread club. I think what happened, you didn't see the January's one because the sound didn't happen on the video for some reason. I don't know what happened because I'm sure there was sound on the video, but I deleted it before I fixed it. Anyway, Dolphin in a grey.
Dolphin! I love dolphins, Mummy.
Okay.
Dolphins
Dried
are my
sage.
favourite.
Green. Dove in a grey-green. Dirt Road in brown. I love the variegation on Weeks Dye Works. So Deep Sea, which I think is in a Black Needle Society, and Desert, yes, in a green brown. Alright, there's the thread clubs. Okay, as I said, if you want to check out more of those, go and check out the full videos, and I will show you what I'm going to do with those later. Okay. Black Needle Society. Yep, Black Needle Society. Let's do that. I don't think I showed you this. This came... I think this was in this box. I've just left it out for some strange reason. Don't know why. Anyway, there's this. It's called The River. It's Modern Folk Embroidery. If you're into the red, then go for it in the red, but don't feel like you have to, because look what Black Needle Society gave us. They gave us a colour reminder that was New Year, New Start. I think that this is the resolution box. And then look, Forbidden Fibre, they gave River of Life. How beautiful are those colours? So you've got the light greens, the really dark. Love Forbidden Fibres dyeing. It's really, really cool. Now, I think they were just leftovers. What they actually got in January, 2 Martini Stitchers. If you've been around YouTube for a bit, you will probably already know her. 2 Martini Stitchers, I'm not even familiar with 2 Martini Stitchers properly. They have helped curate this box. So, part of this is your project bag. And it says it's Stitch O'Clock Somewhere in the neon. It's just a bag. It's open. not big. It doesn't expand or anything, but it is lined in the purple. You know, grab and go your project. All right, the rest of it. I was going to go and put it away and get it washed, but I didn't get that far because I had to show it to you. So stitching, happy hour stitching. I mean, what? Oh, okay. All right. So some of the fun things that we got, and again, go check out the full video. It says cheers, and it's got this gorgeous gold at the end. I don't know how hard wearing that is, but that is a good size wine glass.
I love it.
If you like wine. If you don't, sparkling water, into juice, whatever. Now, because this is happy hour stitching, you need to have your finger tongs to be able to grab your things to munch on and keep your fingers clean. So there's those funky chopsticks, which I think are a lot of fun actually. Then Live and Die LA, it gave us some floss. Live and Die LA, if you remember from a while ago, did a canvas bag in this most beautiful set of colours, greens and blues and stuff, and it's just amazing. You can still get the bag, I think, on the Vault for $30. So you've got Live and Die Melon Illusion. So I think these are all after cocktails. You have Tequila Sunrise and Bordeaux. Okay, so really, really cool. Now, there is a filtered water, cane sugar, fresh raspberries and citric. This is a tart raspberry syrup. Throw it in your drinks. It's a concentrate. That's what I mean. You can also use it in a framboise thaw. It's a recipe by Greg Mayer, and it's spiced apple cider, dry gin, a shaker and spoon, one of these syrups, some heavy cream and some cinnamon. The recipe is there. It is a warm drink when you add that. Now, what else was there? There was the needle minder.
Can I use that like a blanket?
No, you've already got to.
Oh.
There was the needle minder, which is really cool. It's a couple of martini glasses, and it says always happy hour, which it is somewhere in the world. So I'm just going to stick that on the outside now. Now, there are these gorgeous pins. One of the ladies who subscribes to this actually put these on her dress, I think, when she was going out for a night out. So there's your olive, your pickled onion, yum, and your lemon peel. I love pickled onions. Fabric, which was your choice of fabric. I chose linen. Always like pushing my envelope a little bit. This is Seraphim hand dyed fabrics, 5 o'clock somewhere, Black Needle Society exclusive, and it's this beautiful green. It's gorgeous. Now, there's your spoiler card. There's your challenges for February, so if you want to go check them out, the hashtag is Happy Hour Stitching BNS, and you can see some previous winners as well on the back of the card. And then we've got an ink circles pattern, which is 5 o'clock, and it shows all kinds of drinks. Okay, I love the ink circles patterns. So this is 151 square. It's 2 over 2. It's 10 inches on 30 count. You've got your colors, DMC, or you've got yep, just your DMC, and the names of them. So yeah, that was the Black Needle Society Happy Hour Stitching box. Okay, so now I can wash my glass.
Wash your glass?
I can wash my glass and start using it. Okay.
And drinking it.
Oh, and now I can start drinking it. Hang on just a second, I will be back.
Oh.
Okay, I was showing you my projects, my camera froze, I've lost video. So what you haven't got to see, so I'm going to go flying. through this because third time around. Okay. Fabric from Misty. If I can claw the video back, I will, but when I was looking through, I couldn't see it. And I was like, damn it. Okay. We've got Spending Amnesia, which is a green in Lugana. We've got another Spending Amnesia. I know, it's a very good name. In Casual. And there was another one. There it is. And there's one in Charles Craft. They're all very, very different. If you want to go see these in more detail, please go and check out my video of my Misty haul. We've got Silver Mist, which is Fabric of the Month. A 16 count silver variegation. And there was one other Fabric of the Month. I don't know where it's gone. Maybe it's in here. We've got Unipoo, which is a blue and purple. We've got All the Things, which is a brown, 28 count. 16 count sea glass. These are all Sunday Games wins. Winter Solstice, which is purple. And we've got Aurora. I had to get that in opal, so it's all the shiny. Grab bags that Misty also was doing. She had a selection of colours. So we've got a green. We've got yellow. We've got purple. And look at this. Isn't that fantastic? And we've got a blue. There was also grab bags that had pink in them as well. So depending on your colour that you like. These are an even weave 32 count Lugana. I wanted to kind of expand my fabric repertoire a little bit onto something that's a little more challenging to work on, but gorgeous to work on. Colour and Cotton, I also got their Coastal Holiday thread pack. So we've got Portobello, Hunter, Verdiger Blue, Rusted Tin, Forest, Hollyberry, Tusk, which is an ivory, Kumquat, and Silver Lining. Okay, so there was that in my Misty haul. Oh, and there was the Dinky Dyes to go with some ink circles patterns, which I think I already threw into my collection because I had been sorting like crazy. Patterns that I have been working on. There's this one. This is boring because I've only done the 310 and I haven't really done an awful lot because it's very, very small. This is a mini head. This is on Galaxy Opal. And it is Mini Train of Dreams. There is a sale going on. Crisscross of YouTube has advertised this, but it's actually, I think her name is Michaela, on both Instagram and YouTube. Sorry, Instagram and Facebook. It's a Facebook group if you want to join in. It's the sale. It's for 2022. Mini Train of Dreams. It actually is Mini Train of Dream. Please follow the link down in the description if you want to check that out. A lot of foreign speakers on there, so use your Google Translate on the page. Now, something I have had the privilege of being a part of this year has been this. This is the Stitching Book Club's latest project. There is my fabric that I chose. It's called Damn It Janet. Dyed by a friend of mine locally, Melissa. And it is the Chronicles of Narnia. You ready? Nobody else has seen this. Actually, one person has seen this at this stage. There it is. So you've got the Chronicles of Narnia. Peter, Lucy, Susan, and Edmund. Edmund, yes, Edmund. It's the Pevensey family. And look, it's Mr. Tumnus was the last part in the snow, under the lamp, with this umbrella and the scarf given to him by Santa Claus. There is going to be a book club discussion on that. You need to have been a part of the sale to get in the group and all of that kind of jazz. But that was one of the things. such a thrill. There's 1,500 patterns in the world. I've got one of them and I am finished. Came out in 3 parts and the book discussion is an afterthought. Now, dinosaurs. Clouds Factory stitch along this year is dinosaurs, alphabet dinosaurs. This is on Haunted. I think this is on Haunted, actually. Is this Haunted? I had 2. Both of them are very alike. It is Haunted. This is on Haunted by Brandy B Stitch Me, and you have the Elasmosaurus, the Isosaurus, the Jaxosaurus, the something K, Oviraptor, and the Netroceratops. And I have backstitched myself in contrasting colours to the fabric. So I haven't done it in black because I think black is just too garish, and I wanted it to fit in rather than stand out. So that is my project. Sophie picked the fabric. She had a choice between 2 Haunteds, I think, and she chose that one. And that is her project for me to do for the year. So we get to do all the dinosaur talks. Now, I think I was talking earlier in the video about hanks of silk. There is my hank of silk that I got from Black Needle Society. Isn't that fantastic? It is the length of my arm. It's on a jump ring from Black Needle Society. I've tied it off with the string that it came on, labeling it, okay? And it's tied off. That's tight, okay? I cut all the end open, so these are all like hair. They tangle like crazy. I could actually plait it to stop it tangling, but the way I usually keep it, it doesn't really tangle too badly. Stick the needle in at the top, pull out a thread. Stick the needle in again, pull out a second thread if I want double length. I am using this on a piece of Mystic Fabrics Neutral. It was bought in a sale, so it was labelled sale. Whether or not that's the colour or not, I don't know. But I bought it as a half yard. It's huge, and I'm doing 2 different. Okay, so there it is there in all its tiny glory, because I feel like I've done so little. Something like 15-16% of that is done. And then my phone froze, and it was like, oh man, 20 minutes of talking that I've condensed now into 8. I'm hoarse, and my tea is cold. But yeah, it was amazing. It's fantastic to work with the silk. I will be doing all the animals in a different colour. I haven't quite decided what colour. I may use the other hank, or I may use some other colour silk as I get my silk collection built up. I will see. I may do all of the animals different. I've got to basically sit down with the pattern and work out how many animals there are, where they are, and maybe do my pops of colour that way. But basically it's monotone purple with the bang bang bang. And I have seen this in multicolours, and the multicolours really do make certain bits of it pop. I think I've seen somebody doing it in black and white, possibly Simon Purple on Instagram. What else might you have missed? This would have been in the Misty Hole. No, this would have been in the Black Needle Society. That was a leftover. I think you got to see that. I think that's it. No, the pièce de résistance. It's above my head. Okay. Because I've been creating this craft room around me, I wanted the pegboard that we had, and I wanted to use it. So look what I did. Okay, so there's my silks. My silks are here. And then up here are my Disney colors. Over here are Bee Stitch Me or Silks for You. Then I've got miscellaneous, what are they? Yeah, miscellaneous DMC kind of overdyes are there. And here are other miscellaneous colouring cotton. So I've got colouring cotton that I've just got now. I'm going to put that onto the jump ring. Then I've got some silks from Silks For You. Then I've got some miscellaneous DMCs to sort. I've got empty floss away bags there. My DMCs are up there. These are Classic Colourworks. These are Weeks Dye Works. And these are Gas Gentle Arts samplers. Or give or take, whichever collection. So that's what I've done with my pegboard. I had to trim it to take off some of the festy corners that got damaged, and put all the little assorted jigs. So you can see here, there's a tiny peg there with nothing on it. They're all assorted and they're all, you know, different kind of shape hooks and everything else. And these jump rings that I've got hard jump rings here from things like Black Needle Society and Sassy Box. I've got some label floss drops there, a scissor fob thingamajiggy there, and some scissors hanging up here. But these other floss drops are all wire drops from AliExpress, so they're multicolored, and they just lie flat, and I've used up all of them. So it's extremely inefficient to hang things like this directly on the jump ring. So I'm going to put those into bags. These are all the, I don't know, hatchet kind of thread. So I don't know if it's the CDC or CBC, the Chinese stuff, or even less of a branding than that. And it's similar with the silks over Soie d'Alger, all here. They take up a huge amount of room on the floss rings too, so I've got to get a better way of doing those. So what I might do, these are all in their hundreds, so this is all the 2s, this is all the 3s, this is the 4s, and this is the 5s. What I might do is join up floss rings with each of those kind of things, so they'll be out in the open. The bags, the DMCs up here, sorry, trying to direct my finger, up here, the floss in the rings, the hole has been punched through the main bit of the bag so they can all breathe. Particularly important with the natural silks and stuff like that, that they breathe. They're not supposed to be stored in plastic because it's not good for them. They're a living thread. So yeah, that's a bit of what I was up to with some of the creativity and craziness. And it's a pleasure to come in and see it and see all my floss. I've emptied so many bins in the process. I now need to sort my fabrics, hang up all my flosses that I just unpacked and showed you. Hopefully I haven't missed out too much between that losing of the 20 minutes. So yeah, but FlossTube for March. I have been very, very busy with my stitching. I was supposed to be doing Whip Go. It kind of went out the window. I just don't like stitching on demand to something that I'm not necessarily happy with doing. I like doing the sales. I do get a little bit lost then when it's like, okay, I've finished the sale for the month, so Clouds Factory Dinosaurs or something. What do I stitch on? That's where I've got the thing like Do Different or the Dinosaurs or something. The Narnia sale is now gone, so that's off my to-do list. I've got to find a frame for that. Although I am thinking with that of actually framing it in a kind of a book, if that makes sense. I have an idea in my head and I don't know how to get the idea out. And I don't know where my sample book is. I did a artsy thing with one of my craft groups, basically, where we got a Reader's Digest book and we glued all the pages together and we used scrapbooky stuff to put it, and I think I put a Bible verse into it with some scrapbooky kind of things, and curled the pages and made it all kind of pretty. I was kind of thinking of that kind of concept for the book club, because it's a book and that could be something that I do. So maybe get the front cover of the book, photocopy it, get one of the nicer front covers of the book, photocopy it and have it on one page, and then have my pattern on the second page, get an old encyclopedia or something and do it with that kind of thing. Or just a large book that nobody cares. I like a large hardback, and then have it out as a display book. That's kind of my plan. We'll see. I have the concept, don't quite know how to get it out, but I don't necessarily want to put it into a picture frame. That's my issue. I don't want it just in a boring picture frame. In a book, rip out all the alternate pages to lighten the load, because encyclopedias weigh a ton, so I'll have to think about that one. Big hardback book, go and buy it out of, I don't know, an op shop or something. Yeah, don't know, have a think about that one. Yeah, so I'm going to go and hang up my bits of floss and do my creative thing and all that kind of jazz. I will see you around in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell for a notification when I upload again, and I will see you around in the next video. Take care. Bye for now. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.